I want to tell you something today that you may need to hear. God's chosen you. You didn't end up where you are by accident. Every moment, every trial, every triumph, and every failure has led you here for a reason. You may not see it now, but you are closer to your breakthrough than you think. You've come so far, and I know it feels like the weight of the world is on your shoulders. I know it feels like every time you take a step forward, something knocks you back too. But hear me when I say this, don't quit now. Don't throw in the towel when you're on the verge of your victory. When you embrace your purpose, you step into a reality that has been specially designed for you. It's not just about finding what you're good at. It's about connecting deeply with why you're here in the first place. Your purpose isn't just a destination, it's the journey. And too often we get caught up in the day-to-day grind of life, chasing after things that don't fulfill us, only to feel emptier as we go along. But when you truly recognize your purpose, you stop chasing what's shallow and start walking in the path that's been laid out specifically for you. That path will align your heart, your actions, and your vision into one unified force that can't be stopped. Now, embracing your purpose means you're no longer wandering through life blindly. It means that you understand the value of your existence and you walk with the confidence of someone who knows they're meant for more than just the ordinary. It means you are willing to step into the discomfort that comes with growth. Embracing your purpose is not always an easy road, but it's the most fulfilling one. It requires you to shed the doubts, the second guessing, and the fear of failure. When you know your purpose, there's no need to seek validation from the world because the only opinion that matters is the one that comes from within. Your purpose gives you direction. It helps you weather the storms of life because you know where you're headed. It keeps you grounded when the winds of doubt blow your way. It gives you resilience, a clear focus, and the energy to push forward even when the road gets tough. The more you embrace it, the more it will fuel your drive to accomplish great things. You won't just be going through the motions of life, you'll be living with intention, waking up each day with the understanding that your purpose gives you the power to create, inspire, and lead. When you embrace your purpose, you begin to see every obstacle as a stepping stone and every failure as part of the process. It doesn't matter how many times you fall because you understand that falling doesn't define you, it refines you. You begin to understand that your purpose doesn't just reside in what you do, but in who you are. It's a call to bring the best of yourself into the world, to serve a greater cause, and to live each day as a testament to the potential that lies within you. And here's the thing, embracing your purpose doesn't mean that you have it all figured out. It means that you're open to learning, evolving, and growing every single day. It means that you trust the process no matter how challenging it might be. The moment you embrace your purpose, you stop playing small, you stop questioning your worth, and you step into a new level of your life. You stop measuring success by society's standards and start measuring it by how well you are living in alignment with what you are meant to do. This is where true power lies, not in chasing after empty desires, but in finding joy, peace, and fulfillment in the work you do because you know it's connected to something much bigger than you. Embrace your purpose because when you do, you unlock a level of greatness that no one can take from you. Challenges are not roadblocks, they are stepping stones. They are the tests of your resilience, the fire that shapes your character. In this life, you will face hardships, difficulties, and moments that seem insurmountable. But let me tell you this, every challenge you encounter is part of the process that will take you to the next level. It's easy to get frustrated when things don't go as planned. It's easy to think that maybe you're not cut out for what you're striving for, especially when obstacles seem to appear at every turn. But here's the truth, if you're facing challenges, you're on the right path. If there are obstacles in your way, it means you're pushing yourself beyond your comfort zone. You're moving into territory where only the strong survive, where true growth happens. Understand, this growth is never comfortable. We don't grow when things are easy. We grow when we are tested, when we are pushed to our limits, and when we're forced to stretch in ways we never thought possible. Challenges force you to tap into strength you didn't even know you had. They expose your weaknesses so that you can build on them, but they also reveal the raw potential within you that's waiting to be unleashed. Without challenges, you don't have a chance to rise to the occasion. Without challenges, you don't develop the skills, the grit, or the mental fortitude necessary to face even bigger battles in the future. Think about it, every great person, every legend, every individual who has achieved greatness has gone through hardships. It's the price you pay for greatness. And when you face challenges, you are paying that price in advance, building the foundation for the success that will come. You're not just getting stronger, you're becoming more than you were before, because challenges don't just test your ability to endure, they test your ability to adapt, to stay focused, and to keep moving forward even when it seems like the world is against you. The reality is that challenges will always be a part of your journey. You can't avoid them, you can't escape them, but you can control how you respond. You have the power to decide whether you'll let them defeat you or whether you'll let them empower you. Challenges, when embraced, become catalysts for change. They force you to look within yourself and discover parts of you that were lying dormant, waiting for the right moment to emerge. When you face those challenges head-on, you become the person you were always meant to be. In fact, the bigger the challenge, the bigger the opportunity for growth. It's not just about surviving the challenge, it's about thriving in the midst of it. The process of overcoming obstacles is what separates the dreamers from the doers. The difference between those who make it and those who don't is not how many challenges they face, but how they handle them. Do you give up? Do you throw in the towel when things get tough? Or do you stand tall, take the hits, and keep moving forward, knowing that on the other side of that challenge is something greater than you ever imagined? Every challenge is an opportunity for you to build your character, your skill set, and your endurance. It's a chance for you to become the best version of yourself. Every obstacle you overcome is proof that you have the strength, determination, and resolve to achieve anything you set your mind to. So when the challenges come, and trust me, they will, don't back down. Embrace them, learn from them, and let them propel you forward. Because the challenges you face today are the foundation for the success you will enjoy tomorrow. There's a power that resides within you, a power that is often untapped, underutilized, and even unnoticed by you. But let me tell you right now, there is nothing more important than believing in your own potential. Why? Because without that belief, you'll never reach the heights you're truly capable of. Without believing in yourself, the world won't believe in you either. And without that internal conviction, the struggles you face will seem like insurmountable mountains, rather than stepping stones on your journey to greatness. Believing in your potential means seeing who you are today, but more importantly, recognizing who you can become. It means refusing to be limited by the circumstances you were born into, the obstacles you faced, or the doubts that plague your mind. It means standing firm in the knowledge that you have what it takes to achieve anything you set your heart on. When you believe in your potential, you refuse to be defined by your failures or by other people's opinions of you. You begin to see your weaknesses not as permanent states, but as opportunities to grow and develop. You start to realize that you are not the sum of your past mistakes, but the result of your willingness to evolve and strive for more. When you truly believe in your potential, the world around you changes. You stop settling for mediocrity and start demanding greatness from yourself. You no longer hold back or question whether you're worthy of success. You know deep down in your soul that you were born for something extraordinary. This belief isn't about arrogance, it's about confidence in your abilities, knowing that you have the strength, creativity, and drive to overcome any challenge that comes your way. You start to see challenges not as roadblocks, but as tests of your will to succeed. You begin to embrace the discomfort that comes with growth because you understand that every obstacle is an opportunity to prove to yourself just how capable you truly are. The truth is, belief in your potential isn't a magic formula, it's a mindset. It's a choice. Every day you have the choice to either doubt yourself or to choose faith in the greatness inside you. And here's the thing, when you choose to believe in yourself, everything starts to shift. Opportunities that once seemed out of reach become attainable. The goals you once thought were too lofty now seem achievable, and the road that once looked too difficult to navigate becomes a path you're ready to walk down. When you believe in your potential, you start taking actions that align with your vision for your life, rather than holding yourself back out of fear or uncertainty. You see, belief in your potential isn't about waiting for someone else to tell you that you can make it. It's about looking in the mirror and telling yourself, I've got this, I am capable, I am worthy, I have what it takes. When you believe in yourself, you stop seeking validation from others. You stop waiting for external affirmation to make you feel good enough. You realize that you are enough just as you are. You are capable of achieving incredible things, not because someone else says you are, but because you've made the conscious decision to believe it in your heart. The moment you believe in your potential, you open up a world of possibilities. You begin to step into the life you were meant to live. You stop doubting, second-guessing, and playing small. You start living with purpose, taking bold steps toward your dreams, and pushing past the fear that once held you back. The more you believe in your potential, the more you realize that there is nothing stopping you from becoming the person you were destined to be. You start to see the limitless possibilities that lie ahead of you, and you have the confidence to chase them down, knowing that success is not a matter of luck, but of unwavering belief in your own ability. The truth is, the biggest obstacle you'll ever face in life is the one in your own mind. It's the self-doubt, the fears, the limiting beliefs that tell you that you're not good enough, not smart enough, or not capable enough. But I'm here to tell you those voices are lies. You are more than enough. You have everything you need to succeed, and your potential is limitless. The only thing standing between you and your dreams is the belief that you can make them happen. And once you believe, you're unstoppable. There's a strength inside of you, a resilience that you may not even fully recognize yet. Life has thrown punches your way, and you've taken each one, sometimes with grace, sometimes with struggle, but always standing. And through it all, you may have questioned yourself, questioned your strength, your ability to withstand, your capacity to keep going. But I'm here to remind you right now in this moment that you are stronger than you think. The human spirit is one of the most powerful forces on this planet. We are built to endure, to overcome, and to rise no matter how deep the valley we're in. You've been through challenges, losses, heartaches, failures, and setbacks. You've faced moments where everything seemed dark, where it felt like you were walking through a storm with no clear end in sight. But guess what? You are still standing. You are still here. And that is a testament to the strength you may not have even realized you possessed. It's easy to forget just how strong you are when you're in the middle of hardship. In the midst of pain, it can feel like there's no way out. It can feel like the weight of the world is on your shoulders and that you've been broken beyond repair. But that's where you're wrong. You are not broken, you are being shaped. Every trial, every hardship is forging you into the person you are meant to be. The strength you're building in this moment is going to carry you into the future you've been dreaming of. And one day, when you look back, you'll realize that those struggles were not roadblocks, but stepping stones. Sometimes we don't realize how much strength we have because we've been surviving for so long that it's become second nature. You've survived the difficult days, the sleepless nights, the heart-wrenching moments of doubt, and yet you kept going. That is not just survival, that is strength. That is a power inside of you that you may have been underestimating. When life knocked you down, you got up. When you thought you were at your breaking point, you found the strength to push forward. That's not coincidence, that's the power within you. What you need to understand is that your strength is not determined by how you feel on the surface. It's not about how big you cry, how heavy the burden feels, or how tired you are. Your strength is measured by your willingness to keep going when the odds are stacked against you, when the world tells you to quit, and when it feels like there's no hope left. Your strength is found in your ability to look adversity in the face and say, "You can't stop me. I'm not done yet." It's not about avoiding pain or hardship. Those things are part of the process. Strength is about how you respond when life hits you with its hardest blows. Strength is not about being perfect or invincible. It's about having the courage to rise every time you fall. It's about embracing your imperfections, your flaws, and your mistakes as lessons that have made you stronger. With every setback, you grow. With every challenge, you become more resilient. Your strength isn't just physical, it's mental, emotional, and spiritual. Think about the times when you felt like you couldn't go on. Maybe you were facing a financial struggle, a health battle, or a personal loss. But you kept going, didn't you? You found the strength to take one more step, to push through the pain, to keep your head above water, even when you didn't think you could. And you came out on the other side. That's your strength in action. That's the power that lives inside of you. The most powerful part of all this is that your strength isn't something you have to go searching for. It's already there. It's been there all along. It's been hiding beneath the surface, waiting for you to tap into it. The moment you realize just how strong you are is the moment you stop underestimating your potential. You are capable of far more than you give yourself credit for. The power to push through, to fight for what you want, and to rise above the challenges, it's all inside of you, waiting for you to claim it. You might feel like giving up some days, like the weight of the world is too much to bear. But in those moments, remind yourself, you are stronger than you think. You've overcome so much already. And the best part is, you're just getting started. There's a fire within you that's just waiting to be unleashed. There's a strength that's been growing slowly but surely with every challenge you've faced. And now it's your time to rise, to step into that power, and to show the world exactly what you're made of. Keep pushing forward because the strength within you is unstoppable. There comes a point in every journey where the finish line seems like a distant dream, an unreachable horizon just beyond the edge of your view. It's easy to get discouraged when you've been grinding day after day, facing setbacks, feeling the weight of the world on your shoulders, and wondering if the end is ever going to come. But here's the truth: the finish line is closer than you realize. You've been putting in the work, you've been pushing through the hard times, and you've come so much further than you think. That distant horizon, it's within your reach. We often underestimate how much progress we've made when we're in the midst of the struggle. When you're caught up in the grind, it's hard to see how far you've come. All you can focus on is the next challenge, the next obstacle, the next hurdle that feels like it's standing in your way. But the truth is, every step you've taken, every small victory, every effort you've made has brought you closer to that finish line. The momentum you've built is stronger than you think, and you're closer than you feel. In life, there are moments when you'll feel like you're running in place, like your goals are just out of reach. You might even think you're not moving forward at all. But that's where the power of persistence comes in. The finish line isn't defined by a single moment, a single effort, or a single victory. It's the culmination of all your efforts, all the small choices you've made to keep moving forward, even when you didn't see the progress. It's easy to get discouraged when it feels like you're not getting anywhere. But every day you keep going, every day you keep showing up and putting in the work, you get one step closer. Remember, it's not always about the giant leaps. Sometimes it's the small, consistent steps that matter the most. Each time you push through a tough day, each time you don't give up when you feel like throwing in the towel, each time you choose to keep fighting, even when it feels impossible, you're making progress. Progress isn't always visible right away, but that doesn't mean it isn't happening. The grind is where transformation happens, and the finish line is where all that hard work pays off. We're so focused on the destination that we often forget to appreciate the journey. The finish line may feel far away, but when you look back at the road you've traveled, you'll see just how far you've come. The obstacles you've overcome, the challenges you've faced, and the strength you've gained along the way have already prepared you for the final stretch. You've got the tools you need to make it. You've got the experience, the resilience, and the determination to push through. Every day that you keep going is a day closer to that victory. Here's the thing: many people quit just before they reach the finish line. They don't realize how close they are, and when things get tough, they let the struggle convince them that the end is too far off. But you're not stopping. You've made it this far for a reason. You've faced the challenges, you've taken the hits, and you've learned the lessons. Now it's time to finish strong, to tap into that final burst of energy that's been building up inside you. You've already proven to yourself that you can keep going, that you're capable of more than you thought. Now it's time to see just how close you really are to crossing that line. The truth is, the finish line is not a distant dream. It's not an abstract idea floating out there in the future. It's right in front of you, within your reach. You just have to keep going. Don't let the doubts and the struggles cloud your vision. Don't let the challenges make you think you're further away than you really are. Take a moment to look around you, to reflect on how far you've come, and then take the next step. That finish line, it's waiting for you, and you are closer than you think. The last stretch is always the hardest, but it's also the most rewarding. It's where all your efforts come together, where your persistence pays off, and where you finally see the results of everything you've worked for. The journey isn't always easy, but the finish line makes it all worth it. Keep your head up, keep your focus sharp, and remember, you're almost there. The finish line is closer than you realize, and you have everything it takes to cross it. Before every testimony, before every moment of triumph, before every story of victory, there's a test. There's always a trial, a challenge, a moment where you're pushed to your limits. And it's in that test, that trial, where the story begins to take shape. It's easy to get lost in the glory of someone's testimony without recognizing the depth of the struggle that came before it. People see the victory, but they don't always understand the battle that was fought in silence, the weight of the burden that was carried in solitude, and the perseverance that was required to rise above the adversity. Every testimony has its roots in a test, and sometimes you have to go through the fire to be purified, to be refined, to emerge stronger than you ever thought possible. It's the test that shapes you, the test that molds you into the person who can truly stand and testify of greatness, of overcoming, of being delivered from the very thing that tried to break you. You see, the test is never a sign of failure. It's an opportunity to rise, to show your strength, and to prove that no matter what comes your way, you will stand firm and keep moving forward. When you're in the midst of the test, it feels like you're at your lowest. It feels like the weight is too much to bear, like the road ahead is too long and the challenge is too great. But what you don't realize in those moments is that the test isn't meant to destroy you. It's meant to teach you, to prepare you, to sharpen you into the person you're meant to become. The test strips away the layers of doubt, of fear, of insecurity. It's uncomfortable, it's hard, and it feels overwhelming at times. But it's necessary. It's part of the journey, part of the process. Without the test, there would be no testimony. Without the struggle, there would be no story of victory. You have to go through the test to experience the triumph. If you skip the test, you miss the growth. You miss the lessons that come with every challenge, every failure, every setback, and it's in those lessons that your strength is built. You're not defined by the test, you're defined by how you respond to it, by how you rise above it, by how you push through the hard times. It's your resilience in the face of adversity that tells the real story, not just the outcome. The test is not the end, it's the beginning. It's the beginning of your transformation. It's the place where you discover what you're truly made of. It's where you find out how strong you really are, how much courage you have, and how deep your faith runs. The test is the proving ground for the testimony. When you look back after the storm has passed, after the challenge is behind you, you'll realize that the test was the very thing that prepared you to stand tall and share your testimony with the world. Your testimony is not just for you, it's for others. It's a beacon of hope, a light in the darkness, a reminder that no matter what you face, there is always a way through. It's a story that encourages others to keep going, to keep fighting, to keep pushing when they feel like giving up. The test is your preparation, your training ground, your moment to prove to yourself and to the world that you are stronger than the obstacles you face. And the testimony is your reward, the proof that everything you went through was not in vain. That test, that struggle, that hardship was worth it. Every great testimony has a story behind it, a story of struggle, of persistence, of overcoming. It's the test before the testimony that builds character, that shapes your purpose, and that prepares you to step into the greatness that lies ahead. So when you face a challenge, when you feel like you're being tested beyond what you can handle, remember that the testimony is coming. You're being refined, you're being prepared, and your story is being written in the midst of the struggle. Keep going, keep fighting, and keep believing, because the test is never the end. It's just the beginning of the testimony that's about to unfold. And that testimony will inspire, empower, and uplift not just you, but everyone who hears it. There is something powerful about believing in the process. It's easy to get lost in the results, to become obsessed with the destination, and to forget that the journey itself holds the most valuable lessons. When you have faith in the process, you don't just trust that the end goal is achievable, you trust that every step along the way is part of your growth, part of your preparation, and part of your transformation. Faith in the process means trusting that everything that is happening, whether good or bad, is contributing to the bigger picture. It means recognizing that not every moment will be filled with excitement or success, but each moment still has value. There will be setbacks, there will be delays, and there will be times when things don't go as planned. But the key to enduring those moments is knowing that they are all part of the plan. Everything you face, everything you overcome is strengthening you, building you, preparing you for what's to come. This kind of faith requires patience. It requires you to stay the course even when the immediate results aren't what you expected, or even when things feel uncertain. It's a deep, quiet knowing that the seeds you're planting today will yield fruit in due season. But you must be willing to wait, and you must be willing to endure. Faith in the process isn't about rushing to the finish line. It's about understanding that you can't skip steps. Every lesson, every hardship, every small victory is part of a larger picture. When you trust in the process, you stop measuring your success by how quickly you can get there. You stop comparing your journey to someone else's. It's not about getting ahead, it's about growing along the way. It's not about reaching the end goal as fast as possible. It's about becoming the person you need to be in order to fully appreciate and sustain that success. The process is what shapes you, and it's what ensures that when you get there, you can handle the responsibility of what you've achieved. This kind of faith also means you stop resisting the difficult parts of the journey. When you don't have faith in the process, the hard moments feel like obstacles. They feel like setbacks, like failure, like something to be avoided. But when you truly trust the process, you understand that the challenges are part of the plan. They're necessary. They teach you, they refine you, and they make you stronger. It's through overcoming the tough times that you develop the resilience and character to handle even greater challenges in the future. Having faith in the process means trusting that the universe or God or whatever force you believe in has a plan for you. And that plan is unfolding at exactly the right pace, even if it doesn't always make sense in the moment. It means knowing that the setbacks are temporary, that the struggles are just detours, and that the destination is still ahead of you, waiting for you to arrive at the right time. The process is not random. It is not something that happens to you, it happens for you. When you put your faith in the process, you start to focus less on the outcome and more on who you're becoming. It's about looking at each step as an opportunity to learn, grow, and evolve. It's about understanding that you're not just working toward a goal, you're becoming the person who is worthy of achieving that goal. Every day, every small effort, every ounce of energy you invest is building the foundation for something bigger. You don't see it immediately, but every piece of the puzzle is falling into place, shaping your future without you even realizing it. Faith in the process is not blind faith. It's an active, conscious decision to trust the journey, no matter how challenging or confusing it may seem. It's about understanding that the hard work, the setbacks, and the failures are all part of your evolution. They are the necessary steps to get you to where you need to be. And when you look back, you'll realize that it was never about the destination, it was about the person you became along the way. So the next time you feel discouraged, when things don't seem to be going as planned, when the road ahead looks long and uncertain, remind yourself to have faith in the process. Trust that every step you take, even the missteps, is part of your story, part of your growth. The process may not always be easy, but it's always worth it. And when you reach the point where you can look back and see how far you've come, you'll realize